Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this week's episode of EAD, the most scuffed podcast on earth. We have our co-hosts, Red Knight.
Stop calling me co-host. But yes, hi.
We're all co-hosts.
Jerry?
What do you mean?
Hello.
It's just way
Monster?
too formal, man.
It's not
Hasta la
formal.
vista, baby.
That's okay. That's not a greeting. Kylist
Hi.
and our resident dumbass Nova.
Really? Over Monster?
Over.
Yeah,
It
that's
kind of
very,
depends upon the day. Jerry's a shadow.
Okay. Well, hello.
Okay,
Jerry,
let's get this kicked off
Jerry,
early. Let's
Jerry.
go.
Oh.
Somehow.
Let's
um,
run it, let's run it.
Dumber
Novice. We're
than Monster.
starting with
Oh, I'm
Novice.
finding a chair.
I don't even know. Like, can we just talk about Geo and Wisdom and then kind of move on? Because Novice,
Yeah.
everything was really
Well,
boring.
EM and
because it's
Hyperflex
3-0.
was a
Well,
map 5.
versus
yeah,
Hyper.
Hyperflex.
Oh,
EM
it
and Hyperflex
was?
was a map 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I got all my Preds right. That's all that matters.
Why
I
was it
didn't
map
watch it because I
5?
thought it was going to be a 3-0. Did anyone watch it?
Wait, the EM game was a.
Map 5.
Wait.
EM
We came
Hyperflex was
prepared
a
this
map
week,
5.
as you
Wait,
can tell.
Ian
Oh,
was-
yeah.
Oh my
The most
god,
I thought it was
bad.
3-0. Then I didn't get my Preds right. Stop.
Wait a minute, that can't be right. I'm
That's
checking
100%
the
right.
spreadsheet. That's insanity.
That's 100%
Wait, I get
correct.
two. Sorry.
EM, Hyperflex and EM, map 5.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How? Ian
No one was
started
expecting it.
14 the league.
Mm.
Who won?
If they're
EM.
losing to
EM.
Hyperflex,
I mean, EM won, but
EM versus Hyperflex, 3-2.
that's crazy.
It is
That's
indeed.
crazy.
That's cringe.
That is absurd.
that is
I mean-
crazy.
I mean, I like to see it because I don't like seeing teams just get completely rolled over.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's true. It's like
It's
like
just we've had
poggers,
experience
but
with that.
But like, wow.
I just feel dumb because like I didn't have a chance to catch up on it because I like been doing other stuff and forgot.
myself. Bit of
Yeah.
a
Okay,
hog too,
listen.
that's super
We are
different.
We're
good.
not
We are
doing
moving
this.
on.
Bit of a pag chomp if that suits if that flows.
I
Okay.
swear to God, don't start again. Okay, anyway,
Put
EM
that fifth
versus
on your agenda.
Hyperflex.
A bit of a
3-2.
If that,
Shut
if
up.
that meets
Shut
the
up.
I think I could say with confidence that no one was expecting the 3-2, like at all.
Oh,
No.
nobody was.
No.
No,
No.
no.
So it looks like the restructuring has been working.
Yeah.
Oh,
What? Are you
Well,
Question:
late, some might
Was this
say.
the first game without the loner players?
Yes.
Yes,
I almost fell.
Okay.
I believe so. But Blitz stayed.
Blue
Yeah, I know.
hmm
So that means in fact that this actually could be like legit too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. I like that.
Hyperflex is
We like to
continuing
see
now?
it.
Question mark?
Oh no! I mean, they got a long way to go. I mean, EM's kind of proven themselves to be the bottom of the best teams, right? So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also it would not
So is it
shock
like
me
Wisdom?
if EM.
Is it like Wisdom Geo then EM now?
Yeah, it is.
I don't
I will
know.
say this.
I'll have to think of more.
Geo did a lot. If you watch the Wisdom Geo game, they did a lot.
I did watch it. That's the
Yeah,
only one I
Geo-
watched because I thought the other two would be throws.
Yeah,
pretty
Geo kind of
much.
bragged.
I mean, Northcon did get a 5K on the ball.
Waffle actually did
Zorthcon-
something.
Zorthcon is crazy, dude. Like
Waffle actually hit shots on Rialto, which was surprising.
Who?
Tilted
Waffle.
waffle.
Tilted Waffle.
Yeah.
Oh. Imagine being a waffle, bro.
I mean,
Shut up.
it's
on,
so when we're talking about
Hoggy.
Novice, like I mean, also EM's the type of team that would not shock me if they took the game against Hyperflex really lackadaisically.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, whatever that means.
Like as in
That's
they weren't
weird.
prepping well.
Lethargic.
No, not lethargic. They're different.
That's a
Lethar-
completely different word.
There's similarities, but they're not. They're not.
Nice try, Shinsei.
You don't even know what either of them mean, do you?
Me?
No,
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
do.
No, not you.
Huh?
I don't know what
Dumbass
it
number
means. Why
2.
would- Why would I
Oh,
want to know what
Oh,
it
that's
means?
Monster then.
Okay, doesn't matter. Let's move
dumbass
on,
number 3.
home dogs.
Yeah, so Wisdom versus Geo was a 3-1 for Wisdom. That was really interesting. I thought it was gonna be actually 3-0 for Wisdom. But no, Geo came out and showed that maybe my take on the top being not interchangeable, the top 2 not being interchangeable, and that it being a clear tier 1 versus tier 2 situation
It's not
might not
true.
be. I mean, yeah. Well, I still think Wisdom's very comfortably
Wisdom is
ahead.
still very much so ahead, but not as much as we were.
Yeah, I think Geo showed a lot of stuff they hadn't shown in previous matchups. They didn't just go comps to go comps. They actually showed that they had some teamwork, which I thought was good.
But the
Mhm.
question is,
Okay.
Are they Koala King's Owlet good?
Get out.
Oh
Get
my
out.
god, bro, that's
Koala-
Enter
koala-
team, you
koala
What was the
moron.
last game? SBC versus One Trick?
Yep.
Didn't they get clapped?
301.
All right,
Yeah.
next one. Enter
Whoa.
time.
Next one. Moving on.
What's
Nice
do we
try,
know next week?
Seattle
Do we know
Battle
next week's
Cattle.
games
Next
for
week's
Novice?
games. Hold on,
You'll
hold on,
get
hold on.
one.
They're
can
not on
look.
there.
I will
Oh, they're
do
not
it.
up yet. They're not up yet. They're not up yet.
Oh, okay, cool. As soon as we have an update on that, we'll have
Wow.
everyone put a prediction up, and then we'll just go over predictions.
Yeah, we'll do it
Sorry,
next
we
week.
can't have the tape,
Good.
but GR.
Are we? We're
All
starting
right.
with
and
the
then-
report cards.
Yeah. So enter
Oh wait,
as
we
everyone.
never. Wait.
Wait, what do you? What?
Never
What
mind.
do we
Never
not
mind. I'm
do?
being stupid.
You're good. So, as everyone knows,
Wait,
Inter was
we're
on
going
bye
to
week.
5, right? Hang on, wait. Are we going? Is
We're
this
going
next
to
week?
week
or-
6.
Okay, never mind. You're good then. You're right.
So Inter
You're wrong.
was on a bye week this week, which is cool. I enjoyed not having to play Overwatch
It was
like
very
all
nice.
weekend. I played a lot of
loved having
We
Minecraft.
had a
play
lot. We had a lot
Overwatch.
of wars
Oh my
going
I'm
down.
Minecraft, and I'm
God.
just streaming in League of Legends. That's all I
Um,
True. I started
and we
playing
thought it would be
League.
good to do this thing. Each team has a report card done by some of us. We divvied up the teams. And
two
we're
teams.
basically gonna rate them on 3 categories. It's gonna be like a letter grade, and those 3 categories are team play, ultimate usage, and most importantly, okay, not really, JK, but clutch factor. And we'll just nobody has their own team, so
Mhm.
like Kylus doesn't have capitalism, I don't have mob, Shin doesn't have GZG, things like that.
I don't have GCG. I mean,
Clap me,
GZ.
please.
Okay, stop. No.
So we're gonna start with Monster because I want to hear what he has to say. Monster, who are your
Okay.
teams again, man?
It was GZG, and I think Nova's doing the bench, so not the bench.
Yeah.
So with GZG, I was thinking team play probably a B. They can play a lot of like crazy off meta comps, and they can play it well, even though they don't really like have much experience on it. They have that kind of team play to back it up. So I'm
Okay.
saying a B, but they haven't really shown like an amazing meta yet. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Ult usage, I would say it's an A, because like a lot of situations, other than like Clue messing up a couple tires, a couple weeks ago.
Until the very last one.
Yeah, literally did not get a tire off. But other than that, their ult usage is very good. I think that saves them a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Is their like
That's
the way
macro.
they use ults.
The macro coaching.
Oh yeah,
Okay, buddy.
100%.
I don't
But
know
yeah,
about that.
I'm giving that an A just because it saves them
Is it you
like,
or Right Guy?
90% of the time.
Question.
Either.
Clutch factor, I'm giving it like a C B. Okay,
I'm
EBT.
gonna disagree
B
with
the
you.
minus.
reason why is
So-
because
Go ahead. Sorry.
we want child.
You said CB,
Okay.
and I'm like CBT. Let's
So
go.
so if you think back to the MI6 game,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
it was a 2-3, like,
Mhm.
and then it's a like I think after that it went down. It went down pretty far.
Okay.
But like
They
after
beat
the
double.
DC game, no, that's
Oh.
shut your mouth.
Okay.
After the DC game, y'all went nuts and clapped their
Okay.
ass cheeks in.
I'm gonna.
And-
Can I interject now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I understand the reasoning for the MI6 game. However, the week after, was it an easy 3-0? I can't remember. Was it easy?
It
3-0? I think
was an
3-1.
easy 3-0.
It was an easy 3-0. Then next week we had Oh wait, no, it was DC.
Play
right
DC
after that
for
week. So, yeah.
you.
DC 3-2. First of all, we didn't have our starting main tank. We didn't have our starting DPS. And we didn't have one of our fucking supports at first, and they were really late, so they didn't even get to participate in the warm-up stream. So the first 2 maps, we ran an off-tank line. We ran a weird-ass DPS comp that somehow managed to work with all the disconnections. We came through. We pulled out a dub against the #1 team in the league. Notice the quotes. And then from there, just individual team fights. If we needed to clutch them out, we have. And then other than that, we've just been playing really well. But yeah,
So
In a slightly
just
less biased opinion, I agree with that.
very slightly.
In a very
I'm-
unbiased opinion, we're the best team in the league.
Lol. So I'm just gonna say this about it. I think Monster's grade is fair. I'm not sure I agree. I feel like you could give GZG an A, but like the issue is the MI6 game, right? If you guys beat DC, which is theoretically the harder matchup, you should have beat MI6. Like that's kind of the
Agree.
problem.
Hard to agree.
And then and it did boil down to a map 5, and then you guys just did not clutch up. And
Busan Pepe hands.
Busan Pepe hands indeed. But then and so for me, I feel like the only real I think there's like maybe 2 clutch players on their team, and that's like Ryguy and Clue. And I hate saying that about Clue because it's literally the only thing going for him. So because like he will miss everything.
Clue.
No, bro, like he will miss every.
He enjoys pressing
every-
W with his fade.
Yes, he does, and he likes pressing Q at very curious times until it's the last fight, and then magically he'll remember how to use his ultimate correctly. And then he'll get a 3K and win the
It
whole
just
match. The
happens.
whole match.
It
Okay?
just happens. I don't get
So,
it. I really don't.
I mean, we call that a liability in the business, but hey, it's fine.
It's the clue factor. That's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I could go either way. So I think Monster's grade's completely fair. So that's all I had to say about it.
Who
Yeah,
be
it's
next?
an understandable grade.
No, and then we talk about. I'm
We're not.
talking
We'll do
about
roll
my.
stars after. We'll do all
No,
the
yeah, we'll
grades
do roll
and then all the
stars
roll
separate.
stars.
Yeah, we'll do the grades and then roll stars.
Okay,
separate.
buddy.
It's fine.
I just that metal clipped it.
Unlucky.
Okay,
So
let's go.
so is it
next? Who's next?
team play, skill, clutch factor?
Team
I'll
play
go
ultimate
next.
usage clutch factor.
Shin will
Okay,
go
okay,
next.
Good one, right?
Okay.
Shinsei's going. he
Clutch
said.
factor.
Shinsei,
So
who
I
do you
had
have?
mob mentality and
Oh, that should be good.
capitalism.
Oh, cool.
So for team play, it's obviously an A+. Shadow dive, you
Who
can't
are we
play
talking
Shadow dive.
about?
Mob first.
Mob mentality.
Okay.
Mob mentality first. Team play, it's an obvious A+. You can't play Shadow dive without team play, and that's obviously where they succeed the most. Their team play is definitely their best, if not tied for best. Whatever they can do. The
Best strength,
next
is that what you're
thing-
trying to say?
Yeah, best strength. Those are the
There you
words
go, bud.
that I was looking for.
Unlucky.
Yes. All right. Ult usage. I gave it a solid A. Ult usage is a little bit scuffed at times, with phone kind of getting a little bit too fraggy sometimes, and
Fraggy
going in there a
frog.
few times. But like other than
Hollywood.
that, it's Hollywood.
Literally
but
everybody
yeah.
else was hype about that play, and then I'm over here like,
You
bruh.
fucking dumbass.
And then it worked, and I'm like, I'm never gonna hear the end of this.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what do you
that-
mean?
I was kind of on the verge of making it an A- or a B+ or like an A. So I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
went with an A because other than like a few minor misplays, it's pretty solid still. Clutch factor, I give it an A-. Again, Hollywood. It happens. They clutched it out, and then obviously they haven't really had to go into a lot of clutch situations. Whenever they did have to go into a clutch situation, map 5 versus who was it? It was when Silent was playing.
Content, yeah, it was on silent.
Map 5 versus content. We had a few really good plays from Mob Mentality there, and it was overall just a really clutch game, actually pulling out the dub in the 2-2 tie. So yeah, that's mobs. Does anybody have any discussion points off of that?
Clutch factor is phone. I think we have other clutch players in the team, but like literally, it's just
It's
phone
phone.
pressing
It's
Q
phone.
or doing something ridiculous
Yeah.
that I want to yell at him about, but like I can't because he literally just saved us, and it's
Yeah.
very very frustrating because I don't even think they're like I don't know how to put this. I feel like if it was the gap was closer, like phone's play would matter more in that sense, but the gap's not that close right now, so
I
like
agree.
his clutch factor is just extra for no reason. And then honestly, like we've clutched out a lot of team fights individually, like not even in the close games, or sorry,
Mhm.
in the not even close games that we shouldn't have won off of other players. Kilroy's kind of crazy at that.
True.
Kurt also with beat has been nothing but clutch all season. So that's all I got on that.
All right, cap time.
Cap time.
Team play. These look like my grades personally in school. However,
Oh god.
they're not that bad.
No.
Shit. For team play, I give it a solid B. There are a lot of moments where I'm kind of questioning what the hell they're doing at times. Like people get split off sometimes. Great
Jinx.
Cub play, yeah, that too. Great Cub, whenever he was still on there, he played Ana, and it was like not really playing for the team, kind of playing for himself. Thanks. Sorry, DPS. They kind of get split sometimes. So yeah. But yeah, it's not that bad, but it's also not that good, and therefore B+.
Oh, And real quick, we should say Rockcraft is probably bailing out this grade, I would imagine, quite hard, because he
Yeah.
does a really good job peeling for everybody.
Hmm.
So that's all I had to say about that. Keep going, sorry.
Ult usage, solid B. Once again, it's because of the team play that ult usage kind of suffers, so that's why it's a lower grade than the team play. However, there are a few good ults that have had like not game saving, but like map or round saving. Clutchness, I can't think of a specific example right now, but it's definitely happened before. Clutch, because of the other two grades, this one also suffers drastically. There are not a lot of clutch players on that team besides Rockcrass, and because of that, I can only give them a C+. If they had
Fair.
more people that could do more things more often and like show up when they actually need to, then it would be a lot better. For example, like Shinx or whoever the hell the other DPS is, because they
Jinx
don't
and
talk shit and
Gamester.
I don't know them. Yeah, so Gamester. I think that if Gamester like made his name known, if he had a few clutch plays, obviously it would be closer towards an A, like a B+ or something like that. But since there's only like one decent player for clutch value, you can only give it a C+. But yeah,
Valid
grades.
points. I agree.
I like those. Those are solid.
Who shall be next?
I mean, I can if people
not
want,
me.
or
I
Jerry
don't
can go.
feel-
I don't care who.
It
Jerry,
should
if
be
you
the
want
people
to
with the
take it.
me and Jerry will go, then you can finish.
I'm not finished. I'm still
Cool, I'll go.
finishing
Okay.
a map.
Okay, I had double cap. To me, like for overall with these grades, you'll see it's pretty even. I don't know. They seem like a mediocre team, not like fantastic, but not dog shit either. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually did watch a couple of the VODs. I did a teeny bit of homework. As for
Teeny bit.
team play, it's for me it's like a B to a B+. Because sometimes they look weird, but other times they'll be like, ah, yes, they know what they're doing. It's weird for me. Ultimate usage is just a B. With the very little macro I know, I went mostly off of the supports for this because I know when supports are supposed to ult because that's what I play, and I'm not huge on macro because I don't coach shit. But like for the most part, their supports seem to know when they need to ult, why they should be ulting, that kind of thing. I kinda know tank stuff too, so I've learned from mostly Red and Shin how tanks are supposed to work, and their tanks seem to know what they're doing as well. As for clutch factor, I give them a B- because they were going into the GZG game. They should have won that game. I'm sorry, they really should have, but they couldn't clutch it out in the map 5, and GZG did and won. So that's my biggest example, and they've just kind of fallen off since.
I think something that should be said about the team play thing.
Fair.
In truthfulness, I feel like every time I look at it, like their team play was very built around Pocket Kate. So when Kate was there, it's not so much that Kate was that crazy, it's that the team did a good job of supporting Kate. So their team play took a hit when the playstyle changed for TIE Fighter. So that isn't necessarily to say TIE Fighter was bad or even the team was bad, it's just that like you had to
They're not
readjust
used
to a
to it,
whole
yeah.
new style of play, right? So I think your grade's fair given that context.
Yeah, that's mostly why I couldn't give them like a solid B+.
Yeah,
It's
and
mostly,
also
like, high
if
B.
it was me, I'd probably would have interjected on their behalf and said an A for the ult usage. I usually am pretty happy when I watch.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know a
their-
shit ton
Mattson.
of macro, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It mostly is Mattson and Tyler just doing
Mhm.
what they need to do, and obviously having a plan in most fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was a couple times it broke down, like against Mob, they panicked a lot and they wasted some stuff, but yeah, no, I like those grades. That's good.
All right, Nova, want to do the bench, and then Jerry can go.
Yeah, my dog ate my homework.
Unlucky.
Oh my god.
It's
Oh,
the
no.
bench, man.
Just do it off the top of your head.
Yeah, just like look at their games while you're
Well,
doing
first
it.
of all, they didn't even trial me because they're just too bad for my goodness.
Oh,
Okay,
here we
buddy.
go.
So
The memes are alive.
the memes are not alive. Okay, but let me do my progress or whatever it's called.
Progress report.
Report card.
What are we on?
Okay,
We're on the bench now.
The bench,
Okay,
the bench,
just
the
making
bench.
sure.
Okay. Listen, every team just like sits on them, you know. So they live
Come
up to
on!
the name. And
Gotta give grades, buddy.
yeah, 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 I know.
So
wait,
for
wait, wait,
teamwork,
Team
Yeah,
play.
okay, yeah, teamwork. I give it a B for bench.
I- Okay.
all right. What about ultimate usage?
Ultimate usage.
Do you give it a B for bench for that one as well?
No,
I know
I
an
give
E
it-
for Ench.
nah. I give it like an A because they took a map off of Monsters team, and I'm happy.
I think I'd put that under
Alright,
clutch
what-
factor, not ultimate
What's
usage.
the clutch factor then? How clutch is the bench?
I'm gonna give it a D.
There you go.
That's more
You
accurate.
see what I did there?
Bed. No.
Bad.
I said bad.
D's Nick.
Oh.
Jerry
so
said E and
funny.
I got confused.
Because yeah,
Bench is bad. That's
they're
fair.
bad lol.
Fair.
Bad lol.
See,
All
I
right,
did the
all right, all right, all right, Jerry. Who do you
So
have?
I did obligation and oh my phone. Okay. And so
Who's Enzo?
so for like Zinzao, he's a league guy.
Up.
So for a team play, I'd give them like a rough like B minus because sometimes they're together and they're doing well and stuff. But sometimes
Mhm.
I'm drawing like constellations with them. They're like one's over there, one's on like the moon, one's like at your grandma's house or something.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair.
Oh yeah.
Joke's on you, my grandma's dead.
Yikes.
You could, sorry, they're in her grave. Okay.
Keep going, keep going. Don't listen to the trolls.
For ultimate usage, again, I'd say obligations like a C, B, T tier. Like a CB tier. Like a CB tier. Like with ultimate, sometimes they miss they one's there and they're going that way with them, and then sometimes like perfect, you know. Like it's
So
again very
inconsistent
C
is what
tier.
you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's inconsistent.
Inconsistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and for clutch, I say clutch factor. They only have like a one clutch guy. It's like Squirrel Benny or whatever his name is.
Squirrel Ben, yeah.
Squirrel
Yeah,
Benny.
he's like
So
he's
so then
only,
what's the grade for it?
Like a D. D
Okay.
for delirious.
Yeah.
Isn't how delirious they are when they're playing
No,
the game?
delirious.
I think it's worth pointing out too. Just I think the teamwork grade is fair. I thought about like having my feedback for the grading being that like if it was a B, I should say it would be lower. But then the more I thought about it, they run a lot of double sniper. And in the context of double sniper, they're technically working well as a team, right? Because they play different crossfires and different angles, and they do that okay.
Mhm.
Their teamwork just in Shadow Dive is just so dog shit. Like it
Yeah.
looks like a mess. Like their off tank doesn't know what they're supposed to be doing. Their like Dom doesn't have a good handle on his team in terms of calming what needs to be done, and then they split. So it's a hot mess. No, but yeah, man, I thought it was a really good grade. A really good job. Well done. So I had MI6. Just looking at the thing to make sure everyone else
God.
got it. And I'll do content too, since we have both of them.
Yeah.
And I don't think we actually got content
I
covered.
think you were
watched
supposed to
all
do
of
both.
contents. I probably just forgot because I was
Yeah.
managing everybody else's stuff too. So with MI6, they're really interesting. For their teamwork, I was originally gonna give them a B, but then I realized I'm really docking them hard for week 1, which isn't really fair. Week 1 they played against us, and on top of that, they had a bunch of players who may not have been necessarily comfortable being on stream for week 1. Like I mean, that's kind of a high pressure environment. So I decided to kind of throw that game out and then look at the rest of it. And honestly, they're probably the second best, or I mean, they're pretty close to us now at Shadow Dive. I think like a lot of their issues is they take a map to warm up, and then if you watch like that warm up map, they look like off. It looks like they aren't really in sync about what the fight plans are, or like how many ults to use. They'll waste an ult here and there, but ultimately, they do a really good job. So I gave them an A minus for team play. Generally, when they're firing in all cylinders, they know what their fight plan is. They have one of the better Sombra players in the league in Drift, and they play around him really, really well. For ultimate usage, I have to give that an A, just straight up. They win fights around ultimates. They know how to use their ultimates in a good way. I think they could improve a little bit at like some of their more, I don't want to call them free ults, but like Coalescence, for example, I feel like they can get more value out of if they tweaked a couple things. but overall, though, their ultimate usage is really good. And then clutch factor. I'm gonna give their clutch factor also an A. Like they clutched up when they needed to clutch up. Like, what can I say? Like, they had one. I think they've only had one map 5, or no, 2 map 5s, right? And they won both of them, correct? Right, because they beat GZG, and then they went to a map 5 against Content, right?
Oh,
Correct?
yes.
So they've clutched up when they have to clutch up. So I have to give them an A on clutch factor, and I think
Also
individually
lost
they
the
have.
map to the bench.
Don't even.
I'm memeing.
Monster,
bet-
that one, that's all Monster's fault.
That was a
Yeah.
total
Obvious.
meme on them, and they were being
Yeah.
absolute dumbasses.
That
if you would,
that should bring them down to like from like
Oh, okay.
like
No,
like an M
no
or
meme.
MI
They deserve the A's across the board. I mean, it's part of the reason I believe that I put them at second in the power rankings last week. So
listen. Off week, not an off week. I'm just saying.
what?
huh?
I'm
Monster,
complimenting.
what weeks do you play?
Huh?
Stop
no
being
leaks, no
stupid.
leaks,
Jesus.
no leaks, no leaks. Okay,
No,
but
full on.
yeah. So I mean, I think the bench, or sorry, not the bench. MI6 is quite a good team, and they're gonna continue to be good, supposing they keep improving. Now let's get to the weirdest team in the league in content credence.
My
Their
favorite.
team play, I'm just gonna give straight up a D. I think team play is honestly their worst element right now, and some of that's not their fault. Some of that's like the main tank issues they've had week in, week out. They've been very reliant individual play. I don't think I really need to defend this position very hard. Their ultimate usage, I'm gonna give a B plus. Part of that individual play is that a lot of them clutch up and use ults quite well, and that actually brings us to clutch factor. So if you look at map 5s, they've lost a lot of them, but they've played a lot of them also. And to be frank, there's a lot of fights that they have to clutch out to force the games to be close. So I'm actually going to give them like a B plus A minus for clutch factor, because like individual fights that look completely lost, somebody on their team knows how to press Q in a moment where they can get 5 or 6 or get a big ult, and then they can make it close. Overall, though, I think like it's worth saying, like if I was to give an overall letter grade content, it's like a D plus, and I don't see them getting better. Like especially with all the issues with Kiss Shot and the suspension that he's serving. The main tank
What did he
issues.
get suspended for?
I want to say it was some kind of.
I think it was
slur thing.
NSFW.
Oh yeah, NSFW content. I'm pretty sure. 1 minute,
In
I'm looking at the
general,
strike log
yeah.
right now.
Let me look.
2 games, I think.
Yeah, it's a 2-game suspension.
I don't know if this gave him an
Okay.
extra like game or something, but he did. I think he ignored.
It's ignoring staff
Punisher?
requests. 1.6 hour mute.
No, that's
Oh, okay,
that's
okay,
that's the other one. He got us another one. That
Oh. Well.
the one that it has him in
Oh,
trouble
yeah,
is the
there it
one
is.
on the 22nd.
Mhm.
Yeah, he posted an NSFW post, -4 points in a 2-game suspension. So, and that sucks because I'm pretty sure content schedule is actually kind of hard after this, if I recall correctly. So,
Mhm.
Yeah, because I haven't played
and then
DC. And I
yeah,
haven't
and then
played a few other people.
and Tyranitar's departure from the team also hurts them a
Not
lot
gonna
because he was
lie.
one of their better players.
Well, they played.
Taurus.
No, it's not. They played DC obligation
Just-
bench.
Actually, does
Oh,
anyone
okay.
does anyone know what playoffs are gonna be like? Like who plays and stuff?
Not yet. The only thing for certain is probably the bottom
Well,
2 teams are
I'm
gone.
gonna be honest. I feel like if the bench can get a little good and not be on a BAD on my report card or whatever, bro. I honestly think they can upset content credence.
I mean, the bench could actually.
The bench
in theory,
can,
but they need.
yeah.
But they
Listen,
need
it's
to
gonna be
win,
like the
dude.
Silver
They need to
X's
win
thing.
bad.
Anybody
win bad,
can, the bench
But
can.
here's the problem: the bench have to win, and they have to win a lot because they're 0-4. They have to basically win out, and that's guaranteed not going to happen because they. I mean, I'm sorry, we're not going to drop a map to the bench. I'm sorry, they play us in the next 3 weeks, so GR, they're kind of screwed. Unlucky for the bench because they're yeah, I don't know what the bench's problems are. There's a lot going on to the bench, man. All right, cool. So now one of the other things you're gonna do, roll stars. So how about we go back to Monster? Monster, who are your roll stars? Now, disclosure for everybody. all of us obviously play on teams. We are not allowed to
Except for
nominate.
me.
True.
Oh my god.
Those of us who have teams are not allowed to nominate anybody
From our team.
who's on our team.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't wheeze.
Let me get the doc out. Okay, so get ready for the. Okay, so main tank, red.
Nothing but surprise.
Do two.
There's two.
Okay.
You do two. Three.
Yeah, and you can give
Main
little
tank and then
comments about
Rye.
each.
Or
Yeah,
main
you
tank
can
and
give
Rye guy. So basically, red is basically has been coaching, and I'm taking that into account too. And he's been coaching very well, as you can see with Mob. And then like, and he's a good in-game leader, like in general. So I think with what is it? With him, he's definitely a really strong point on the team. Second is
Rye guy?
what was it? It was Rye.
Yep.
And basically with Rye, I don't know. He's actually just really good. There's literally nothing else.
He's kind of a
Like,
carrier, right? Like, it's kind
yeah,
of annoying to admit that,
he's a-
but he's
he's a-
kind of a carrier,
Yeah,
bruh.
he's good.
He's very, very good.
He frags, too.
Mm-hmm.
He's smart.
With
Yeah.
so I have off tank,
Smart boy.
and I'm gonna say who is. I mean, look. I'm gonna say Jula first. I don't know. He's a real he's good, and he's been improving crazy. So I mean, there's nothing more to say than that. And I think at the end during playoffs, he's going to be even in a stronger position.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Jula makes me proud all the time. It's ridiculous. He
second
carries my ass a couple
is
times.
since I can't put Remy, because I would put Remy, it would be GGX. I just think although like he can be like a
A
I don't know.
dumbass.
Yeah, exactly. he is still very good.
I
and
like
you
how the
can't
coach
deny
says that. That's funny. The guy who
Um,
coaches the dude says.
So yeah,
he
I
can be
mean,
an idiot.
both GGX and Jula are very good. I think Jula just kind of wins on the not being that big of a dumbass
feeder.
part. Yeah,
Yeah, not having to
God, I
play
mean, a
Zarya,
dumbass would
right?
too.
Like there's that part too. There's like they're two very different off tanks, right? Because like Jula's playing Diva and GGX, I'm pretty sure is only playing Zarya. So that has a big
Okay.
impact, I would say, if it was me.
with the hit scans, I'm gonna say Kilroy at first. Although like he's just really good. I don't know. He's I would say he's one of the best armorers right now.
Mm.
And that's kind of a big deal. So I mean, yeah, one of the best armorers is gonna be one of the best hit skins. I will. I don't really have a second, to be honest.
I will say hit scan's kind of hard. Like I
Hit
feel
scan's
like
very hard. Like
because I feel like
It's very hard.
I think it's like the top three are super close, and that's like Kilroy, Drift, and Matson, and then everything else just kind of drops off a cliff. And it's hard for me to put like one of the three over the other. Like I mean, if you have to pick two, this kind of spoils my list a little bit. Obviously, I'm not picking Kilroy because I can't. So, but still, you see what I'm saying? It's a pretty tough category.
Okay, so Flex. I wonder phone. He's actually one of the biggest parts of MM. Like
Yeah.
he's huge in general. So like yeah, it's not
It's a
really much.
massive guy. Slat's
Sure,
so
he's
big.
fucking
A massive
Like
lad.
towering
Dude,
over these fools.
he's a gamer, bro. He's an absolute gamer. He's a Chad who will press Q at 30 HP and somehow win. Sorry, still salty. Love you, phone.
Yeah, but phone is really good. Makes a lot of hero plays in situations. MTDs on Echo, lol.
Oh, that is
True.
the best quote, like best clips of the season are him like just rolling Vantage, and I feel so bad because like
I don't
having a
feel bad.
second main tank is a pretty big edge.
Let me finish eating my
so-
pho for a second. Okay. Ugh. After phone, I think this is kind of very hard.
It's very
Jerry
hard.
underscore Owie.
True.
I haven't even played yet. I'm already on the top. I'm already on the top of everyone's list.
I don't know.
Just my raw presence just makes everyone. just
Both Hitscan
start,
and
like,
Plex, I haven't really paid much
bowing
attention
down.
to be honest.
what's the word called? Or they're like
Shush.
Other than phone, there's really phone and I guess repeat. There's been not really any talk about anyone, but I think the only reason there's talk about repeat is because he won it off CC.
Yeah, true.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and then we got to get to the main supports
Oh God.
now. Number one, me.
Oh my.
Shut
All right.
up.
All
Shut
right.
up.
Give your real
For
two.
obvious reasons.
Number
Um,
1.5.
Number two, I would have to put Pine, and then I'll go 3 Quart. Reason I say
Thank
Pine.
you.
Shut up. Okay.
No, I agree. I
Reason-
didn't think anyone else was gonna agree with me.
Because the person you're sipping for is sipping for another Lucio player.
Ooh, no. All right. Easy. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Give your
Okay.
actual reason. Give your
This is the
actual
Holy
reason.
Roman
That's a good one.
Empire. This isn't the Holy Roman Empire, boys.
Okay. Listen.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. There we
GG's
go.
monster.
Relax.
Reason Pine, I think he takes a more active role in general. That's really the only reason. I've heard Quart is quiet and they sound pretty quiet in general. So I mean, other than Quart being a fraggy frog, that's basically. I mean, he would if he couldn't get if he wasn't making some plays, he wouldn't be up there. But
Oh yeah, no. I mean, that's kind of like the trade-off with Quart, right? Is like we don't get a
Yeah.
lot of comms, but it kind of works because I overcom, and then he just kind of does what he's supposed to do. Like I don't
Yeah.
think he's missed a beat all season.
So that was my main support. So obviously number one, me like always.
Easy clap. Easy clap.
Easy.
All right.
True.
All right. One more roll. One more.
And
roll.
then flex. I'm gonna
I'm
say
scared.
Ian then True.
Really?
I think
That's a hot take, right
That
there.
is a
That's
hot
like
That's a
take.
hot
Not
take.
expecting
that is
that.
like we keep. I mean,
That
Ian's
take
played
was
one game at
1,000
flex support,
degrees.
my guy.
I think he's good, but shit, number one.
Like, hello?
Woo.
I don't know. I just think he's better.
Get
That's
LOL.
it.
You just think he's better? All right.
Get LOL the lol.
Just wait.
Well, okay.
might
Talk about True then. If you just think he's better, forehead.
I just think he's worse. Forehead.
Okay, cool. All right, next person. We've heard the hot lava takes from Monster over
Okay,
there.
Obviously,
next,
still,
my turn.
got to remember number
Hit me.
one. Thank you.
Easy. All right,
Okay,
Shingo.
Goshen.
Okay,
Faster
main
though.
tank.
I was
I
pretty
can't
slow.
put Rye, and I'm sad about it.
That's
So,
fair. Yeah, I'm
Red
sad
Knight number
too.
one. The stats don't lie. He can't rely on that.
Literally haven't lost a map this season.
Look at the stats.
I wasn't supposed to
Number
eat all this
two,
fun. Now it's all
Tyler.
gone.
Tyler's undisputedly DC's carry as of the moment, unless I see anything from Nevin. Kate, I don't think that he was that big of a deal, TBH. I think that Tyler made Kate the man that he was before he got stuck in the shadow of Nevin. Anyway,
Fire take,
OT.
actually. Totally agree.
Once again, can't put GGX. So, Jula is my number one. Improvement from day one. I love to see it. Their diva play is just, come on, Shackley. She's so good.
Remember the map you cried?
I did cry on a map.
Because he
second
played
week-
so bad.
Second or third week, I cried. No, it was
Those are
when
so
phone was
loud. It
It was on
MTDing.
Rialto. It was
It was
when
on
phone
Rialto when
emptying.
phone was MTDing. I almost cried because of how bad his DM was. Then when I checked in 2 weeks later, it was a lot better. And since I can't put GGX, it's just kind of Remy. I'm just going off of tier lists. Off of this part, a lot of people say that Remy's top tier. I haven't really watched a lot of his play, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm just kind of winging it with the rest of the OT. Hit scan. There's not really a lot of dispute for hit scan. I'm not gonna lie. It's Kilroy and Matson for me. Kilroy's Kilroy. He's just nutty. He pops off a lot. Well, he doesn't even pop off a lot. He's just consistent, which is the biggest thing you can be as a hit scan.
Sombra player, especially
yeah.
Sombra player.
Now that brings me to the point where the reason why I have Matson as number 2 and not Drift is because of Matson's flexibility. Get that out of my face, monster. Okay. Anyway, I think that Matson is a little bit more flexible than Drift, which gives him the edge. They are both really solid players in their own respects, but it's purely because of Matson's flexibility. Is what makes him number 2. Anyway, flex DPS. Again, not really much of a contest. It's kind of easy. Phone, obviously, since he already ground up to Master since the beginning of the season. And like we've been saying all throughout this, we've been hyping him up. He's just been playing really well throughout the season, getting a lot of stuff done for Red Knight here on the main tank World Star.
Smile.
Basically the freaking night of basically the night of Red Knights.
Oh, the Knight of Red
Queen.
Whatever you're trying to make happen there, like
Listen.
it just did not happen,
No,
bro.
listen. Let him finish his
You know,
list.
you can't go against the Red Knight unless you're like Blue Knight, bro. Like it has to have that
Yeah.
rivalry, or you just lose.
Okay,
Alright,
keep going,
anyway,
Shin. Now the
Next
idiots
is
are done.
Teason. Teason just kind of pops off sometimes. He's a little bit less consistent than what I'd like, but that's kind of how it is with all flex DPS. I don't know why they're so inconsistent
Rule
half the
number one
time,
on
but other than
flex.org.
that, shut up, kid. The order is main support then flex support, right?
Main then flex, yes.
Okay. Once again, can't put Pine.
This
So
must be killing you.
yeah,
I
it
want to know
is.
what Reds is gonna be.
Number 1, I have Quirt. He's a fraggy frog. I haven't seen you play yet, dumbass. Anyway, Quirt, because he's a fraggy frog, and like Red Knight said, he doesn't really have to introduce a lot of comms into the team. If comms were more
I
of a
have to leave in,
thing,
like, a minute.
I would. Okay, cool.
Okay. Wonderful.
I would put Quirt at like a higher advantage than Pineapple, and I would put first. Bless you.
Let's
If
see.
Wait,
Quirt
when
had
Shin's
more
done, can you let
comms.
me do mine? Because I
Yes,
I'm
yes,
almost
but let him
done.
finish.
Let him
Okay,
finish.
this one might be a hot take because I have Baby T as my second. So I think that Baby T is being held back by a shitty team who doesn't want to play
That
the
I
right
agree
goddamn
with.
thing.
When
Baby
we get to
T,
mine, we have similar takes on obligation, but I think different players. So
that's fair. Baby T, I have him there because he is not in an environment that lets him thrive with what he can do. I played
agree.
with him once or twice in Pugs when Pugs were still going around, when GZG was doing their thing for Pugs. But yeah, I saw them doing I saw Baby T doing what he needed to do, and he got some shit done, and he yelled at somebody who wasn't doing shit. So I'm like, he knows what the hell he's doing. Anyway,
This
flex
Battle Mercy's
support.
scary.
I can't put Great Cub or Ian, so I have the
I don't think
Dong
you'd
Man
put either of them
himself, True
anyways.
Donger.
you can put Kylus.
I have Dong Man himself,
He's not
True
gonna put
Donger,
me.
as number 1. I'm not.
Yeah, I
spoiler
wouldn't
alert.
expect anyone to
Sad.
put me. That's fine.
But yeah, Dongman is number 1. I literally like orgasmed over his micro play on Volsky.
Alrighty.
Bro,
against
same. We should.
whoever it
You
was that I
can
was
move
watching.
on now. Next person. Thank you.
And then I have Grim because like I can't put Ian or Great Cub.
Really?
Really? That's interesting.
Kylus, I just can't put you that high.
No,
yet.
I'm not. I
Like,
don't care
you-
about
No,
me.
it's not about you.
I
It's
don't
about
care
Grim.
about me.
It's about
No,
Grim.
like,
It's about Grim.
I'm reasoning why like I don't have her. Like
Yeah, I
like,
didn't expect. I
honestly,
don't
for the
expect any of
second
you to
spot-
have me. I'm not.
No,
I'm not a top tier
Can
flex
I
support.
speak about my list, please? Thank
Well.
you. Anyway, it's grim because I have no idea about like anybody else, and the people that I do know about, I either can't vote for or they're not there yet. Kylist, I think that you have a shit ton of improving to do, but once
Yeah,
you
I
get
do.
there, you will be top 2. I guarantee you that. However, you are not there yet, and
Yeah,
you need
I'm
a
not
lot
there
of
yet.
work.
Yes,
So,
I do.
Grim, because I have no clue who the hell else plays besides Ian Great Cub and Phone. Dog.
Are we ignoring? Are we?
Not
Wait.
Jeff?
What do you think about him, Taro?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
Okay,
that's
we
crazy.
need to actually like do this fast because I actually do have to go. And I
All
work.
right,
Okay,
all right,
go
all right.
Nova,
Never
go
mind.
Nova.
We'll come back to it. Nova, go. Nova, go.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Sorry,
main
Shin.
tank. Red Knight because he's a god, and yeah, okay.
You have 2 people.
Number 2 has to be probably Right Guy. He's big
Yeah.
brain. The only problem is that he's not a mom mentality. Okay, off tank Jula, whatever, because he's improving. He's good. He's on mom mentality. Easy clap. What's the other off tank player?
Do you not have a tier list up?
Okay,
No.
hold on, I got you. There's Jula, Greek, Fangus, Remy, C-Team, Pichu, Rockrafts, and TIE Fighter.
Rockcross is his inter?
Yeah.
He's on my team.
I thought he was advanced.
No. Slimal got moved up to advance. That's your
No, I swear he was in. Oh, maybe
No,
that.
no.
No, I
No.
swear he was in advanced.
I thought
Dude,
you have
he's
to
like
go.
2300. You gotta go.
I
You gotta-
know. Okay, whatever.
He's not in advance. Just
I
pick
don't
your
have time
off
for this.
tank.
Hit scan.
What? Okay.
What's the hit scan, dude?
Kilroy,
Drift?
Matson, Drift.
Oh yeah, I put Kilroy first. Cause he's good. Drift next. He would have been my first pick, but he's allergic to peanuts, and imagine losing to a nut bowl. What was my second? Flex DPS. Flex DPS.
Jerry, should.
Jerry, because he's my homie, and he's from Canada.
Yep.
And it makes maple syrup.
Yes, not played.
Let's go.
Hasn't even played.
What's the other dude?
You can do it. Phone? Are you thinking phone?
Telephone.
Oh yeah, phone. Yeah, phone. He's second, but he's kind of a feeder. That's why he's on that second. But he's still really good.
Behind
Hello?
Jerry, LMAO.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, easy.
Okay. Flex support.
Sure.
No, main support. My boy Monster. He is not on the list because he lost him after the bench.
I wasn't even on the team at that point. Or I was
That
on the
shit's
team,
funny.
but I couldn't
Keep going.
play.
Keep going quickly. Go, go, go.
Okay. What's the dude? The guy. Quirk,
Yes,
he's kind
I
of
know
a froggy.
exactly.
Not a guy, not a dude.
They.
I'm a froggy. It's a
They.
they.
Just,
Unlucky for you.
They, just
GR,
they,
get
just
rolled.
they.
person.
Love
I
you,
think.
Quirt.
This guy's name is One Nut Wonder. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. The rest, I'll let you guys figure them out. Bye.
But,
Okay. Alright.
alright.
Shin, you can finish whatever you're saying about flex supports and then I'll go.
No, I didn't have
done?
anything else. I was just like, I don't know
Okay.
what the hell else to do. So yeah, Grim, Omega Lol.
Okay. I'm gonna start with main tanks, obviously. I've got Rye first.
Smile.
Don't kill me. I've got Rye first.
I don't care. It's fine.
Don't make that.
Say the right
It's-
MC.
Okay. After Rye's
I think-
just he's I don't know. It's super close. I don't know why Rye has the edge for me. He just does.
No, it's fine. You don't have to.
I know.
sugarcoat it.
I'm trying to give reasons.
Rye edging
Yeah.
it out.
Red is right after him. Shut up. Okay, you know what? Okay. Red is right after him. Both of them are really good in-game, both have mechanical skill, both have macro sense, both are in-game leaders, both know how to lead a team. The main tank's just stacked for the top two. You
Now
done
you see, if
Jerry?
you look at the stats, the stats say different.
Okay. Jesus
No,
Christ.
me and his stats are pretty much the same. We both
Yeah.
lost in the grand finals last season of my bench player.
Okay. Off tank. Greek, because Greek's just nutty.
got
He's
that big
stubborn as
energy,
hell
baby.
sometimes, and I love Greek, but he's so stubborn sometimes.
Such a dumbass.
And then Jula after him, because just a shit ton of improvement. You're still laughing.
Mute. Jerry's
did.
muted.
I
Alright,
did.
keep going.
Okay. Hit scan, I have Kilroy first, obviously. Kilroy is nutty. And then I have Matson above Drift for the same reason whoever it was that had Matson above Drift. I'm pretty sure it was Shin. Because he's just more flexible. I've seen more than Sombra. And like maybe one other DPS character. I don't know. I don't remember. And then for Flex DPS, I have Phone, because Phone's somehow extremely insane and has climbed to Masters I mean, kudos to you, man. You're nutty. Then T-Sen after him, because I don't know, no one else has stood out that much on Flex DPS. For main support, I have Pine first because Pine's just. Okay, shut up. I cannot
You
put you.
haven't played in a game yet, monster.
And
Okay, so
Keep going. Keep
Pine,
going.
Pine for
Memes
main
aside.
support. He's an insane
There is no
in-game
meme.
leader. He
take off your clothes.
shut up. His ult tracking. Nope. His ult tracking's pretty good.
No Maggies.
His ult tracking's pretty good. He knows how to fight plan. He has really good comms. He's still mechanically really good. And then after Pine, I honest to God would put Monster over Quirt just for the comms thing. Cause like it's not horrible that he's quiet because it works for your team. But like Monster hasn't played, so Quirt is second. Quirt I know is mechanically good. Scared me a little bit on Rialto when Shin was crying about Jula. I was scared of Quirt just wall riding into Narnia. It's fine, don't worry about it. And then flex support, I've got True first, obviously. True's really good. It's weird. It's really weird. It sucks. Okay, moving on.
Please stop.
I'm bad at explaining myself. And then I put Hamtaro next because Hamtaro's just he's really good mechanically. They both seem to have
And
a
comms.
really good shut up. They both seem to have a really good understanding of their role and they know what to do. And I'm totally taking notes on the side. Don't. Bye. Moving on. Next person.
Nice. So I'm gonna do my list real quick. So obviously for main tank, I can't put myself up, right? So we're gonna be doing Raga at 1. Raga, it's really simple. The man can carry on main tank in ways that very few main tanks can. Like, and I honestly think in the carry category, he's much better at it than I am. So, and he has a pretty good head on his shoulders in terms of macro. So, and that's been evident since day one. And he understands tempo better than most of the other main tanks.
What?
He said
Said
all
all
of,
of.
and I'm just like
Oh.
glaring
mad.
at him because that's like
So
literally
mad.
the one category I think I'm better at than Ryad is literally the tempo control. I think everything else he probably edges me out. But y'all, oh my lord, I hate all of you. Like,
Okay,
why
the peanut
is
gallery
Jerry
has
dying?
reviewed. Go. The peanut gallery's
All
reviewed.
right, okay. So anyway, so then I have to put Tyler
And then
at
there were
2.
3.
I have to put Tyler at 2. Very solid Reinhardt play, has a good understanding of the meta, probably can play a pretty good monkey, but has been held back by his team.
It's fine.
Literally has
fine.
been honestly carrying the Kate off tank. Because Kate's bubble usage is kind of dog shit, even though they are really good at, getting good value
plays
when they're high
comms Zarya.
charge. Yeah, he plays comms Zarya, so he just like uses bubbles really aggressively. So that means that Tyler has to play more defensively, and Mattson has to also be able to bail Kate out. So Tyler did that really well at the beginning of the season. Has even changed play styles now that he doesn't have to have Kate there. For off tank, off tank's hard because we have a lot of like shakeups in that position. I think it's honestly very top heavy, so not being able to pick up Jula here is kind of weird. But I would definitely say Greek God X, and I mean, it's probably Greek God X and actually Rockcrafts. The
Thank
only
you.
thing that has me, like hesitant on Rockcrafts is because he's a latecomer basically.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if I really should be putting him up here because like he hasn't played enough games, and I don't know how he's going to continue throughout the rest of the season, and that might be a combination of him, but more likely
He's
his
good
team.
in the team.
Yeah, no,
us.
I get it. I get it, but like I said, it's more of a criticism of capitalism than him, right?
Yeah.
So, and Greek God has problems too, right? Because he only plays Zarya. So, off tank's weird champ. But yeah, you can't really take anything away from Greek. He plays really well with Rye. It's a good tempo that they play at, and they can kind of shred people. They carry a lot of fights rather. Sombra player. This is what I'm calling this category. It has to be Drift than Mattson. Drift may not be flexible, but he's easily the top 2 in terms of Sombra players in League Zero, and the lack of flexibility I don't think should matter because like MI6 is basically a like shadow dive team. So until the meta changes, there's no real reason for them not to have him there. Matson's really good. He's flexible in multiple situations on Sombra because he can play Sombra in a slow team. He can play it in a fast team. He does a really good job of punishing aggression as well. Flex DPS. I have Pingu.
Really?
At the 2. Yeah. I think
Huh.
Pingu is actually one of the bigger bright spots for sorry, I think Pingu is one of the bigger bright spots for double cap post Kate's departure, or not departure, but just inability to play. Does fine, doesn't understands the role really well. And then next I have Squirrel Ben. Squirrel Ben is held back by the fact that the meta is not really good for him, but he still plays Hanzo at a high level, and him alone forces teams to play differently. He's doing this on a trash team.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's
So-
also playing on obligation, which holds him back.
You didn't know you muted
yes.
yourself, Must.
Yeah. Yes.
I did. What?
Oh.
I thought you muted me because I was being on.
Oh no,
Just a little
I
bit.
had, but I unmuted.
We're good. Now going on to main support. Number 1 I have Golden Apple Guy. Very solid main support. For the second best team, not a lot to say. Calms well from the best of my understanding, and I really just don't have a lot of negative things to say about their play. Very good style. And then actually for the next one I have Baby T. Kind of the same as Shin. Yeah, like it's just reality, right? Like Baby T is easily one of the best players of obligation. Like him and Squirrel Ben
Yeah,
are just
100%.
far and away the best players on that team, and it's not close. And they have a brain. Sorry, they all have brains. They have just more developed brains.
More bigger brains.
Much bigger brains.
Word.
So I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Baby T gameplay. It's good stuff. Flex support. At the 1 I have to put Hamtaro.
Okay.
And like it's strange putting Hamtaro there in some sense because like I feel like there's a lot of things that this meta does not give him. But he's done a good job on Moira. Like so I can't really complain. Like it's just strange because I know if Ana was meta he'd be even better. So
Mhm.
that's the thing. And that brings me to the next flex support. I have to I think I have to give it to Grim. Grim is just in the situation where he's on a very good team. I think the category he's in is not super close. Like there's kind of a gap to
Mhm.
cross between like top 3, and it's just kind of like so he just benefits really hard from being just consistent week in week out. I don't think he's necessarily as good as advertised at the beginning of the season, but he's still played fine, and his play hasn't dropped off a cliff. So I mean, you can't really take it away from him. And that's my list. Do we have anyone else with the list?
I think Jerry's last day.
Jerry, did you have a
Me?
tier? Did you have a?
I
Did you have
have a tier list.
not a full tier
God,
list, like a
just
all-
roll
all
stars.
roll star-
I know.
roll star,
I have
okay.
a roll star list. Okay. Number 1,
Burger King.
Red. Number 15, Burger King. Okay.
Stop.
Red Knight. Okay. Not only is Red Knight good at the game, he gave me $5 once.
Wait, no! Oh no!
Yeah, remember when you bought Among Us for me? Yeah. That was
Oh,
like
that's
$5.
okay for a
Oh,
Virgo. Yeah, that's
I
true. I
remember
bought
that
like
one.
half
Yep.
of Exodus Among Us. Like,
Yeah, Master bought me and Nova Among Us, and I went hard simping.
He's hard to me for Nova and
Bro,
Yeah,
I gave it to Nova first.
I know.
I mean-
dude, you simp on Nova. Let's be real.
Dude, Nova is my
True.
little. Dude, if I
Yikes.
wasn't with
No, you
Kyle,
have to
I'm just
baby
telling you
boy.
right now.
I mean,
And
I've
you're
said
the
this
one who's
so
worried about
many
Nova.
times.
That's only a little bit illegal.
I've said this so many times.
It's actually not illegal.
Not
It's
in
Well,
this
let's not have this
example.
conversation. I'm against this conversation.
Age
I
don't
am
matter.
holy.
Okay,
Oh,
it does.
okay, fine.
No, stop.
Okay,
Stop.
dude. Okay.
Moving on.
And number 2,
Stop.
Nova would agree.
Remindme to main tank Craig because it's a really funny name and I like it.
Yeah, main tank. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
who you're.
You can't
Yeah, I'll
put
put Remy up there.
Yeah.
It's pretty
What?
cool
Remy's
name.
on
off.
Remy, off tank. Remy's an off tank.
Oh, okay.
Look at the list,
so-
Jerry.
Yeah, hold on.
Bubba boy.
One. Where's League Zero?
Baba
Discord?
booey.
Wait, can you just put like a tier list in chat, please? Because I don't feel like.
Baba booey.
Alright.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
While we wait for that.
Pog AFK. I hate myself.
Oh my god,
Peter
Joel,
looks
I'll just read the main tanks off to you. Holy crap.
No, shut up.
Oh yeah?
This game sucks fucking butt. Why do I play Overwatch? Oh my god.
We all ask ourselves that
Why do
question
you
on the
play
regular,
Overwatch?
bro.
You could be playing League.
Yeah, okay.
League is
care about-
trash.
Jerry,
Exactly. I'm
who's your
trying to figure out where I could find these losers.
Red Knight,
Like,
Ryguy, Tyler, Bard, Domination, Jolts and Bolts, Duga, or Grass,
Forgot about
Pivot.
Bard.
I'm
Oh,
glad
I'm-
you came
I'm
so
put-
prepared.
I'm putting Duga up there. Duga's pretty good at the video game. Okay,
Bless you.
okay. For off tank, as I said earlier, Remy because funny name.
Then there's Jula, Fangus, 18.
I've heard good.
Jew,
I've heard
Rock,
good
Ty.
words about Jula. I'm gonna put that lad up there. Okay, for hit scan, I'm putting Kilroy, and that's a good question.
Joe.
Who's Joe?
Ma?
Okay, no,
Joe
stop,
Yo
stop,
Ma.
stop.
I
My
fell for the-
balls.
I fell for the classic trick. Dude, okay, Kern's thingy doesn't give the names of the people.
Do Nevs.
Do dividings. Dividing has one.
Dividing sucks though.
It doesn't need to be accurate.
Dividing his list is fine.
It just needs the names.
Okay, but where do I find? Oh wait, there it is. I think I found it.
Ah yes, bottom two.
You
sport.
widow.
Okay, so who is it? DPS kill. Okay, I'd say.
I like how we're getting this in real time. This is like real time feedback of Jerry.
This is
But,
Jerry's
I'll-
talking time.
I'm using my head right now. Okay, this never happens.
I'm the
I'd say put Drift there. He's a pretty good Sombra player. Are you okay? Okay, so for Flex DPS, I'm putting yours truly and Telephone up there. They're both really good.
Telephone.
They're
You
both
can't
really
put
good.
Oh,
yourself.
It's fine.
Monster did it. Monster
No,
did it,
we're
I'm gonna do
vibing.
it.
We're vibing, Kylist. I don't
I
care.
I mean,
Let's
I
chill.
would put myself up there.
My
I'm just
ball
saying.
fell. Okay. Okay, so yeah, phone and yours truly, because we're just god gamers, warlord.
Oh yeah.
For
Gamer
flex
warlords.
support, I'm putting the lad himself, True Donger, up there.
There he
I guess,
goes.
like, he's pretty true at the game, if you know what I'm saying. And also another
Yeah.
pretty good player. If you catch my drift, you know,
Oh god.
pick it up, put it down. I'd say Grim Ace.
Grim Ace.
Grim Ace is a player for
Double cap.
What are you getting a biography?
and Grim Ace plays the video game quite well, if I do say so myself. For main support, I'd put Court P. They're pretty good at the
Court
game,
P.
and they're a pretty cool person. Court P, good gamer, good
Poggers.
person. Yeah.
What
And
is
then
this character?
oh no, I dropped my bowl again. Listen, you can probably tell I am off. I'm off the bean right now. Okay.
I thought it said of the bean.
No.
Nope. You're stupid.
I bruised my hair.
Please,
bro.
just do the
I
second
just
one.
hurt my ass bad.
So did I.
I'd say.
this character's
so stupid. Really
Did you finally get pegged
Shush,
by that girl?
shush.
There. Like the only
Sorry.
good there's like not many good main supports like Monster like you're not you lost a map to the bench.
Yeah,
Dude,
you're not good.
Shut up. Please. I'm gonna kill myself.
Thank
Not
God.
before I do.
Yikes, y'all.
Chill,
rice?
chill.
Okay, I'd say I'll just put the second guy up there. I'll put Gag. You know, main supports in general just make me
Get it,
gag.
you
but,
gag.
Golden apple guy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my list. It's probably better than all of the rest because I mean yours truly's on there.
All right, really quickly because I forgot we have to
God.
do it.
What do we have to do? Oh, Preds for
predictions. Yeah.
Okay, who's
Yeah.
playing who? I play Mob.
LOL
look at me.
W. LOL W.
Don't look at me.
LOL W. Hold on, let me open up my
More
phone
like a
app.
frickin' Monka W, boys. Oh my
Shut
god.
up.
Hold on, I'm gonna write this down on my phone so everyone can read it.
Dan.
Okay,
love
who's
it.
going first with Preds?
I'm pulling up the schedule so I know make sure I have the games. 'cause
Cap
I
and
did
Mob,
them.
DC and Content, Obligation MI6, Bench GZG.
This is actually kind of an easy week if I think about it.
Oh,
I'll
hush.
go. What? No, like
I'm
I'm
kidding.
not.
Yikes.
It's. I
3-0
mean, all the
Mo.
games.
Meh.
I
Oh,
mean-
meh.
Mob. Oh my
I mean, I
God.
thought 3-0 as soon as I heard the.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, yeah. I mean, listen. I'm mad we dropped 2 maps to content, and I really couldn't help it. So it's sad, but I
We
don't see us
still
dropping.
overwatch.
I think there's a realistic chance that we don't drop another map the rest of the season. So that's where my prediction lies. But I wasn't really gonna focus on that. I was gonna focus on the other one. You said it was DC versus content, right?
Mhm.
That should be 3-0 for DC, easy. They have Nevin now being integrated into the roster, and CC's in one of their weakest states they possibly could be without Kishshot and Tyranitar leaving the roster. Then Bench versus MI6, right? Or no, it's Bench versus GZG, right? Should be 3-0
Yeah.
for GZG, easy clap.
And then Obligation MI6.
Yeah, I expect 3-1 sorry, not obligation. 3-1 for MI6, only because MI6 has consistently dropped map 1s. So I'm expecting them to drop
Hey,
in.
I'll go next. Okay.
that's all I'm saying.
Cap and Mob 3. I have faith that we can take a map. I have faith. Yeah. I
Oh,
believe-
you already
I believe
predicted
in
your
the
own team, Kylas. You don't have to. Oh no.
Shut up, you. I believe. We can take a map.
No, it's not that. No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh no, about.
called
I'm saying, why are
bias.
you like you're still predicting yourself to lose? That's the part that I'm saying is oh no.
Yeah, because
like-
you're the best team in the league. You guys run Shadow Dive. You have you. Hush. We know you're good at the game.
No, that's not what
Stop
I'm trying to bring
simping
attention to.
for
Listen,
Red
listen,
Okay,
listen,
DC,
listen, listen.
let me finish. We'll talk after. DC and Content should be a 3-0 in favor of DC, because just please. MI6 and Obligation. I mean, you guys do throw maps. This is true.
Oh.
Yeah,
They
3-1
throw about
MI6.
one a match. One a match is thrown. Let's
Yeah,
be real.
true. And then GCG Bench, easy 3-0.
I just knew my name. My name says of the bean, not off. the
I
bean.
told you.
Oh no, my bull fell.
Someone else go, please. God.
All right. Shin, go with predictions, my man. Oh,
So
we got
Bench versus
Nathan again.
Bench versus GZG, obviously 3-0. I'm trying to break the world record speed run against Bench. Any percent. Shit. MM versus
Obligation.
Did I lag out? Oh no, I was just standing still. Jeez, that scared me. For Mob Mentality versus Cap, I'm gonna go with solid
Am I
3-0.
lagging?
No,
Half the roll stars that I predicted are on Mob. The stats don't lie. But yeah, Red Knight's got the stats to back, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
He
His,
plan-
bought-
his game plan is
I've-
literally to inflate my ego so I throw against GZG. This is a strat.
exactly.
Oh my
It's
lord.
a big strat.
All right.
GG, wait, you're fighting us? Oh no.
No,
Not
not
yet.
not until the last week of the season.
Yep.
Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say 3-0s for the rest of them for fun.
Funsies.
Yeah.
You think MI6
For-
isn't gonna throw a map, or did you already
For
do that?
funsies onesies.
I mean, I don't know. If this guy kills me another goddamn time, they'll probably gonna throw a map. I mean, it just depends on if this guy kills me another time. He's killed me 5 times in the past 2 minutes. I don't get it. I do not. I don't.
Stop inting so hard.
I'm not inting. He's just better than me.
Are you
My
fighting
asshole
bots?
was penetrated.
There's two.
No, it's this dumb bitch, Jim
Monster or
Zhao.
Jerry, please go, please, for the love of God.
Wait, what?
Okay. I'll go,
Predictions.
I'll go.
Predictions.
I'll go.
Oh.
Okay,
No,
so-
I don't want
I'm
Jerry.
gonna have a
First
So
map
like,
fucking
Not
aneurysm.
both of you. Oh my God,
okay,
I'm.
sorry.
Mm,
You go.
I'll go. Okay.
Actually,
let's go. Three
So
home
you
mob
got that one down?
mentality.
Okay, the next game is MI6 versus some losers, right? MI6 versus Obligation. Okay.
MI6 of obligation. Yep, MI6
Alright, that looks
3-1.
about
Okay.
right.
Okay. So, how to spell Guangzhou?
Just GZG, my guy. GZG.
Guangzhou. Gangsters.
I'm gonna shit myself.
Okay, 3-0 GCG, yep.
How
Is
do
there
you-
one
Can we
more?
get along with this?
There's
Let's
DC
go.
and content.
DC. Oh, okay. That one sounds interesting.
How-
I'm assuming.
Remember, Kishot's like suspended for this week. And
Next
they're
week.
down Tyranitar.
So what's their name again? Oh yeah, double cap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says 3-2 Overwatch, and then DC at the bottom.
That says poker
Nice.
Nate.
Wait, you can see the lights from my webcam.
What? Sorry. Okay. You go now, Monster.
Monster. Yeah.
Mine are blue and
What?
special.
No.
Your predictions.
Okay.
Your mom's yeah, special needs. Ah!
Thank
Go
you
to
for that.
one, Jar.
Okay. Please go.
Okay.
Oh my god, my arms are skinny.
So 3-0 MM, 3-1 DC, 3-0 MI6, and 3-0 GZG.
This is kind of a snoozer week, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
None of the games are like
Depression.
particularly
You know what else is a
interesting.
snoozer week?
What?
Your mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Got him.
Okay,
Got him.
everybody say
Go.
bye. We're ending this. Holy shit.
Bye.
Bye.